HMS Incomparable stands as one of the most audacious, extreme, and almost mythical naval concepts ever envisioned, a warship so overwhelmingly powerful in theory that it pushed the very boundaries of imagination, redefining what dominance at sea could truly mean, embodying a vision of absolute superiority that seemed less like a practical machine of war and more like a statement of unstoppable intent. Conceived in an era when nations were locked in a relentless struggle for control, prestige, and survival, this unrealized British battlecruiser was not designed to merely participate in naval warfare but to dominate it completely, to crush opposition with such decisive force that resistance would feel futile, combining immense firepower, astonishing speed, and an aggressive design philosophy that prioritized striking first, striking hard, and leaving nothing but destruction in its wake. Every aspect of HMS Incomparable reflected ambition at its peak, from its massive guns capable of unleashing devastating, earth-shaking barrages across vast distances, to its streamlined yet imposing structure that suggested a predator built for relentless pursuit, a machine that could hunt, overpower, and escape with terrifying efficiency, turning the open ocean into its personal domain of control and fear. The sheer scale of its offensive capability alone would have made it a nightmare for any opposing fleet, as its weapons were envisioned to outmatch and outgun most warships of its time, delivering blows so powerful that enemy vessels could be reduced to shattered wreckage before even getting close enough to respond effectively, creating an environment where HMS Incomparable dictated the terms of every engagement, forcing adversaries into a constant state of disadvantage. Yet its strength was not limited to brute force, because at the heart of its design was a revolutionary emphasis on speed, a belief that true dominance came not only from power but from mobility, allowing it to outmaneuver heavier ships, control the distance of combat, and strike with precision while remaining frustratingly difficult to hit, embodying a hit-and-run philosophy taken to its most extreme and refined form. This combination of speed and firepower made it a strategic anomaly, a vessel that could both chase down weaker targets and evade stronger ones, creating a dynamic battlefield presence that few ships could counter, effectively rewriting naval tactics and forcing opponents to rethink their entire approach to warfare. However, such groundbreaking ambition came at a cost, as the technological and logistical challenges required to bring HMS Incomparable to life were immense, demanding cutting-edge engineering, vast resources, and a level of industrial commitment that strained even a powerful nation, especially during a time when priorities were constantly shifting and survival often outweighed experimentation. Critics argued that it was a design driven more by bold imagination than practical necessity, a concept that risked sacrificing balance for the sake of raw power and speed, raising concerns about its survivability in prolonged engagements, particularly given its relatively lighter armor compared to traditional battleships, which relied on heavy protection to withstand enemy fire. Supporters, on the other hand, saw this not as a weakness but as a deliberate and intelligent choice, a strategic trade-off that embraced agility over endurance, recognizing that avoiding damage altogether was far more effective than attempting to absorb it, turning HMS Incomparable into a ghost-like force that could appear, devastate, and disappear before the enemy could mount a meaningful response. The propulsion system and vision for this incredible vessel was equally ambitious, aiming to deliver extraordinary speed across vast oceans, enabling rapid deployment, swift repositioning, and the ability to project power far beyond traditional limits, making it not just a weapon of war but a symbol of global reach and influence, capable of responding to threats wherever they emerged. Despite its breathtaking potential, HMS Incomparable never progressed beyond the drawing board, its fate sealed by the harsh realities of war, economic constraints, and the ever-present need to focus on more immediate and practical solutions, leaving behind a legacy defined not by battles fought but by possibilities imagined, a concept that lingered in the minds of naval historians and enthusiasts as one of the greatest what-if scenarios in maritime history. Its very name, Incomparable, feels perfectly chosen, capturing the essence of a ship that defied conventional comparison, a vessel that stood apart from all others, not just in size or strength but in the sheer boldness of its vision, representing an era when innovation and ambition collided to produce ideas that were as inspiring as they were intimidating. Even in today's world of advanced naval technology, where modern warships boast sophisticated systems and unparalleled capabilities, the concept of HMS Incomparable still feels strikingly powerful, a reminder that true innovation often lies in daring to think beyond accepted limits, to challenge established norms, and to imagine possibilities that others might consider impossible. It serves as a powerful symbol of human ambition, of the relentless desire to push boundaries, dominate environments, and achieve superiority at any cost, reflecting a mindset that values strength, speed, and decisive action above all else, a mindset that seeks not just victory but absolute control. The absence of HMS Incomparable from the seas does not diminish its significance, because its impact extends far beyond physical existence, living on through discussions, analyses, and the enduring fascination with what might have been, continuing to inspire awe, curiosity, and debate among those who study the evolution of naval warfare. It challenges us to consider the delicate balance between vision and practicality, between ambition and limitation, reminding us that even the most powerful ideas must eventually confront the realities of the world in which they are born. Yet perhaps that is precisely what makes HMS Incomparable so compelling, so unforgettable, because it represents not just a ship, but a dream of ultimate power, a vision of dominance that was never realized, yet continues to captivate the imagination as one of the most extraordinary and daring naval concepts ever conceived, a warship that never sailed, never fired a shot, yet still commands attention as a symbol of unmatched potential, unstoppable ambition, and a legacy that remains, in every sense of the word, truly incomparable.